You should not be overinvested in a first date. Date without physical touch is a meeting. And she didn't come here for a business meeting. You should not be overinvested in a first date, meaning you shouldn't be spending a lot of time or money or resources trying to orchestrate it or to impress her. Just a vibe check. And from a woman's perspective, most quality women aren't going to want to dedicate 4 hours to a fancy sit-down meal with somebody they don't know. They also want to see, do I vibe with this person? If so, let's move forward. When on a first date, you should be aiming to have her do 70% of the talking. There are studies that show when the more somebody talks, the more they perceived the date or the time spent to be positive. Realistically, a good date might be more balanced, more like 50-50. But the point here is you want to keep her talking, asking questions. Something men get wrong, especially when they're nervous, and it's understandable, is they'll end up rifling through questions in effort to keep her talking. And that's not exactly what you want to go for. You want to pull the conversational thread. So you ask a question on a topic you also find interesting, and then you go down the path of that topic. You don't need to beat a dead horse until you have nothing left to say, but then focus on that for a little bit, because that's also how you are going to create more of an emotional connection. If you're staying really surface level with your questions, that emotional connection isn't established. In terms of a first date, I recommend guys have a first date go-to outfit. You don't need to be reinventing the wheel here. You don't want to be wearing something for the first time that you might not be comfortable in or trying to impress her. Just find an outfit that makes you look well-groomed, fits you well. That's the number one thing guys get wrong with their clothing. Too big, often, or too small. A third of your effort should be spent towards making a connection, so helping her see that you have things in common, that you have shared interests, shared values. A third of your effort should be assessing if she is a good fit for you. And then a third of the effort is put towards flirting and having fun. A date should be flirty, it should be playful, there should be some physical touch. It would be inappropriate if you were at a business meeting and you touched the person's knee who you were talking to. But on a date, that should be something that you are intentionally doing. You are creating familiarity and physical connection. So start of the date, there should be a hug, a kiss on the cheek. Throughout the date, you should be hand on the knee to emphasize a point, hand on her shoulder, guiding her to her seat, touch her hand, while you're talking. Date without physical touch is a meeting. And she didn't come here for a business meeting. Likewise, if the date went well, you want to go for a kiss at the end. That is a great way to end the date if it went well, but you don't want to go for a kiss if you haven't touched her at all. You don't have to have a kiss on a first date, but I think if the vibe feels right and the date was good, then absolutely go for it. If she doesn't want it, all you say is no worries, no pressure. If you're not sure about anything physically, just ask. And that goes for really anything physical as things escalate. If you're not sure, just ask. And if you're too uncomfortable to ask, it's too soon to go for it. That's true with sex too. Talk to her about it.